Hi. All right, guys, what's up? How's it going? I have a look in store for you today. I have a lot to tell you. We have a lot to talk about. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you is that there is a big bash happening tomorrow. It starts tomorrow, and I would love for as many of you guys to be my VIP guests as you want. So in order to do that, I'm actually going to put a comment here that says comment bash, and I'll send you the invite. And then I'm going to pin it. Okay, and then we're going to get into this look, and I'm going to do my makeup while I tell you all about it. In the meantime, let me see if I can pin that. Here we go. In the meantime, what's up, everybody? How's it going? It's been a minute since I've done a live. Okay, did you guys know that in order to get adequate sunscreen on your face, you're supposed to do 3 finger lengths? I didn't know that. My 13-year-old daughter taught me that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to mix a concoction of this is the Milk Bionic Glow. This is like a skin prep, bronzy, like a shimmer kind of a thing. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer on my finger. It's in the shade Sand. I'm just kind of like mixing together a little. Oh my gosh, Kathleen, let's go. Good to hear from you, babe. I bet your baby's so big now. Oh, we need an update. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of mix all that together. How's it going? And spread this on. I love this sunscreen. So this sunscreen is from this Korean skincare that's really just kind of like, I don't know, blown my mind. Did you guys know that like the whole Korean thing, I mean, they just know what they're doing. They've always known. They've known forever, for decades and decades. And it's kind of cool because I feel like in the past, the whole K-beauty thing, it was like, we knew they had the goods, but we didn't know how to get our hands on it from like a credible source, I think. Hi from Greece, what's up? Thanks for being here. You know what I mean? Like taking a recommendation and kind of following a random link to Amazon. You get it. The bottle's written in Korean. You really don't know what's in it. Can you trust it? Is it really the real deal? So when this company came to North America just a few short months ago, and I learned that they have done $2.5 billion in revenue, billion with a B. Say that again for the people in the back. $2.5 billion, that's a lot of cheddar in 4 years. Like, to me, when I think about that statistic, when I like really stop to think about it, I'm like, that kind of statistic is enough of a big deal that like someone like Elon Musk would like pick up their head and be like, you said what now? Like 2.5 billion from one country. Let me put that in perspective for you. Korea is the size of Indiana. There are over 4,000 skincare companies just in that country. And this one is number 1. Could you imagine? Could you imagine in the state of Indiana there being not just all industries, but just skincare, there being 4,000 companies competing for the top spot? And that this one is number 1. And out of an economy the size of a postage stamp, they were able to squeeze $2.5 billion out of these people. I mean, it's got to be good, right? Right? Like that's like the businesswoman in me is like, all right, you got my attention, right? They've sold over 35 million bottles of it to an audience the size of 50 million people. What does that tell you? For every 25,000 bottles they sell, they have 1 return. What does that tell you? So I feel like, you know, if you're the type of person that pays attention to that kind of stuff, like me, that was enough to get my attention. So I tried it. I ordered a small expert ritual. I fell in love with it. and I decided that I needed to share it because, you know, for me in the last 7 years, makeup has been the whole game, right? And I think that, thank you for the hair compliment. I appreciate that you're saying that. Yes, comment Bash if you want details on this. I curled it today. It's finally like long enough again that I took a curling iron and actually curled it and kind of gave it some oomph. So it was an experiment. Okay, so where was I? So up until now, like makeup has been the conversation. And I think that makeup picks up where skincare leaves off. And so for the last 7 years, I've been helping women kind of treat and deal with the problems. Oh my gosh, I just picked up way too much of that. Treat and deal with the problems that they've been experiencing on their skin by way of makeup, right? How to do makeup, especially, and guys, I love y'all so much, like truly being able to serve you and treat you and care for you these last 7 years. I mean, I love it. There's no stopping me. There's no end in sight. Like makeup is still, like, as you can see, makeup is like, I love it. I'll never stop. It is such a beautiful way for me to be creative and, you know, but I also know that the makeup that we use is only ever going to look as good as the skin underneath it, right? So it was such a beautiful thing over the last 7 years to be able to kind of hear you and help you, because y'all come to me and you're like, hey, I have rosacea. Hey, I have acne scarring. Hey, I have, you know, X, Y, and Z going on with my face. And, you know, what do? My skincare isn't treating those things. I still wake up having to deal with it every day. How can I deal with that with makeup? And it's been my joy, my absolute joy to help you guys sort that out. However, now we can have the full conversation, and that just excites me like no other. We can have the whole thing. Let's talk about the skin first. Let's get that into shape. And then I don't have great skin. I actually do not. I have spent most of my life in a dermatology office, which is why I have such empathy for everybody. I've actually fixed my face. I've treated my face. I have horribly acne prone skin, and I still am on medication for it. And, you know, so I've always been searching for that same holy grail as the rest of you. So truly, what an honor for me to love you guys through that process. Believe me, whenever you send me your pictures for color matches and stuff like that, I have such a profound reverence for what you're asking me for, which is for help, you know? And I think I learned that when I was a photographer. It's like when someone comes to you and hands you their personal experience and says, I trust you enough not to make me look stupid, that's a big deal. That's something that you should really not take for granted. And I never have. And so when you guys send me your pictures of your naked faces, you really do honor me in doing that. And I hope that you feel cared for on the other end with good recommendations. And, you know, my area of expertise is part of that. So I'm super thrilled and excited that we are doing the first ever skincare bash on Facebook. And as you know, I'm not an expert Facebooker. I'm like a Facebook dummy, but I'm going to sort this out. This is a good challenge for me. So what it will be is it starts tomorrow. And what I have done and what many of the other like gals that are part of this whole Remon US Canada gig have done is we've all contributed some money to a pot. And yes, you can send me a photograph for a recommendation. Actually, my assistant is watching right now, and if you comment the word glow in this text thread right here in this live thread, you will get a link for a color match. It's super simple. You fill out a little form, send me a picture, and I'll send you my recommendations for colors and everything that'll work for you. So the bash starts tomorrow. It's on Facebook. And what to expect. Let's see, we're going to talk about all the Remon products, the different rituals that there are, what makes K-Beauty so extraordinary and unique, what makes Remon better than the rest, like why are they number one, what makes them so damn special. There will be some giveaways. So all of us have contributed money to a pot. There's over $1,600 in prize money that we're going to be giving away across the 3-day period of time, just for people that are attending, showing up, and engaging in the group. So you don't even have to make a purchase to win. And let me tell you something. This time, this is going to be a group that continues to build over time. So we're going to be hanging the disco ball in a couple of months and probably throwing another one of these bashes. And so the chances of you guys winning some cash are never going to be better than they are right now when the group is new and there's a far fewer people in there. Like, do the math. You know, if winning the lottery is like a 1 in a 10 billion chance, this is going to be like 1 in a few hundred, right? So my advice is, if you like, you know, wanting to learn about skincare, and you want to, you know, get entered to win some cash, I would go check out this bash. So just comment the word bash and I'll send you the information. I'm going to sweeten the pot. I'm going to go a step further. And what I am doing for my personal guests, here's what's going to happen. You're going to join the bash. You're going to comment my name on the top post in the group. That's going to be my signal that you are one of my people. And we're going to put you in a Facebook Messenger chat. And I'm going to be doing some giveaways of my very own just for my people. So now, instead of a 1 in a few hundred chance of winning something, you have 1 in a few, maybe 100, right? Let's say we get 100 people, 100 of you guys that want to join over the next 3 days. So here's how that's going to work. I'm going to do my nose contour here. Anybody that gets in the little Facebook Messenger group, I'm going to be giving away those collagen melting sheets. They are completely sold out. You can't even buy them, right? So that's going to be my main giveaway, is something you can't buy with money. I love that, right? And just for being in the Facebook Messenger group, I'm going to be giving some of those away. Anybody that makes a purchase throughout the next 3 days during the bash is going to get entered to win a box of them. It's 5 treatments in a box. And then if you place an order for, like, say, one of the rituals that I use, or if you want a custom and a la carte an order that's like $300 or so or more, then I'm going to enter you to win, or actually you're going to automatically get a free gift from me. You're automatically going to get 1 collagen sheet treatment. So I'm going to give all those away until I run out. And even if I run out, when those puppies come back in stock, and if you guys are shopping and you're loving it, you rest assured that I will make sure that I buy enough to get you one when they come back in stock, and I'll ship it to you. So in any case, that's the deal. Lots and lots going on, lots of freebies, lots of giveaways, lots of learning, lots of cash prizes. Definitely something that you guys want to check out. And truly, like, I mean, you can just take my word for it. This stuff is going to blow your mind. It's blown my mind. I'm in love with it. And so let's get back to this Bronze Goddess makeup look, shall we? So I did that little bit of BB cream at the start. I mixed it with my sunscreen, my Remon sunscreen. I love this stuff. It's an SPF 50. It goes on beautifully under makeup. It doesn't pill at all. You should be wearing sunscreen every single day, even on cloudy days. That's something that my 18-year-old self definitely needs to know. But then I just kind of mixed up that BB cream. I used Fiji Cream Bronzer and did just my bronzer contour area. And then I actually used another one of the Saint bronzers, which is called Heat Waves. I never use this. I should use this. I should use it all summer. It's awesome. So that blush color is a bronzer, actually. It's just a very red undertoned blush. And then this color here is Nova, and I just use that as my highlighter. And I love our cream highlights. I'm putting this on my Cupid's bow, the tip of my nose. I did it right on the tops of my cheeks, and really my whole like face is done, right? To continue this, I also did this. I'm obsessed with this stuff, guys. Milk sent me this brow gel. This is the Kush High Roll Brow Gel. This is a tubing brow gel. Believe it. Like, it doesn't move. It fills in your brows. Your brows will like become double what they are naturally. If you like a full brow, I love a full brow. I'm using the color Dutch, but it comes in 8 shades. And I've even used this on a couple of people that I've done their makeup already. even like blondes that have very little brows, like the colors really do work wonders and they match everybody. Okay, my girlfriend, Jessica Wilson, is a Bellamy. She is a Bellamy rep, and I have tried some of her products and I really love this lip liner. This is called Trendsetter. And it's a great, I'm using this because it's kind of goes along really well with the bronze look here. It's kind of a it's almost a similar color to like the Saint Sandstone Lip and Cheek. It's kind of just a warm, earthy brown red. So just a good amount of lip liner here. And then I need to use a brush because if I use my fingers, I can't get this out. This is Royal. This, you guys, I literally, when I color match you, you're pretty much guaranteed to get Royal as one of your lip and cheeks. It is so great. It looks super dark in the tin, like look at that. But it goes on like so sheer, so beautiful, and it looks just like such a natural lip shade. It is such a natural lip, like look at that. Who would have thought that in the pan that's how it was gonna look? But it is so good. Any kind of neutral lip liner, Royal is my jam. Okay, you can even add the Nova shimmer to add like a shimmer to the top of it. I'm gonna try this. I haven't used this in so long. I miss this stuff. It's out of stock right now. This is the Saint lipstick. I forget what it was called, but it came out for our birthday party at the beginning of January, and it sold out immediately, and it has this like frosted glitter to it. I feel like it's gonna come back. We have a customer appreciation event happening in July. I have like this spider sense that says it's gonna come back. Maybe I'm just like manifesting that it will. I don't know. But it's so pretty. It's like a Tom Ford dupe. Even the packaging is kind of a duplicate of the Tom Ford lip color. Okay, so that's really all I need out of this palette. We're gonna move on to this really pretty eye look. This is definitely a more glamorous bronze goddess kind of a look. Actually, my assistant, her name is Pau. She lives in the Philippines. I adore her. She's watching right now. Pau, I adore you. The love runs deep. She sent me this really pretty look, and she was like, you should do this for that bronze goddess look. So I actually primed my lids a little bit with my Fiji cream highlight before I got started. I put a little tiny bit of like my regular cream highlight on my lid, and then in my crease, hey Pau, I put the Fiji in there just because I wanted to start with a darker base. So just know that any of the creams are such a good ideal choice for priming your lids for shadow. It's going to make your shadow last a whole lot longer. And
do you need Charlie to take me?
what time is that?
5.
No, I'll be done. Okay.
Because I just need to know.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. Okay, so that's just a quick little all over like base shade. This is a color called Dream. It is so beautiful. It's one of the most gorgeous neutral, like it's a for everyone shade. Okay, so this is where it's going to get fun and interesting. I'm going to see if I can pull this off. I could, you know what I'm going to do before I proceed is I'm going to go in with Sedona. And I'm going to put a little bit of Sedona just on this outer corner, okay? Just as like a soft transition shade. I don't really need it for this look, but I'm going to put it on there anyway because what I'm going to do on top, I won't be able to go back in time. You know what I mean? I'm layering products. We're going to get into this glitter situation here. Like, I haven't put this on in so long, but we're going to get into that. And once that's on, that has to be the last step. So a little bit of Sedona. Okay, I'm going to take this brush here. It's an angled, very angled skinny brush. This is a brush, I have tons of these. This is a company called My Kit Co. They're from the UK. This is actually an angled brow brush, and I'm using a color called Trust. Now, we're gonna make some geometric shapes on our eyes here really quickly with this angled brush. I'm gonna pick up my little granny mirror here so I can see what I'm doing, and hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by creating a shape like this. Okay, like a line, okay? And then I'm also going to create a wing. It's really easy to do that with this angled brush, and I'm just using shadow so it's not too heavy and not too like aggressive like it would be if I was using like black liner. Okay, so I'm just kind of like tapping. Trust is one of the darkest like non-black browns that we have in the Saint lineup. Okay, so do you see that? Like the inner line and the outer wing kind of match. So, you see that? All right, I'm gonna try and do it like that. Does anybody else struggle that way when they do their eyeshadow? They're like, okay, that side was super easy because I'm right-handed and that's my right eye. And then you gotta go like this and you become, you know, it's impossible. So we're gonna do it though. Okay, ready? Here we go. You got to turn the brush the right way and literally just let your face, your own natural face shape be your roadmap. You know what I mean? Like I'm just following the curve of my eye. And I'm just letting the shadow kind of creep, and that's it. Looks a little crazy. That's okay. You can just use your finger. That's another thing that's great about using a shadow and not a pencil. It's easy to erase away. Okay, for this, I always start with like the outside line first. And then, I mean, it's just a triangle. Anybody can draw a triangle, right? And then you just fill it in. And then if you want to get that nice point out on the end, you just kind of have to flick it. And like pick the brush up as you're doing it. My son is playing Oculus and singing at the top of his lungs. That's why you're here, right? Okay, so then we just kind of use the brush and do our lash line really quickly, and that is our effect. Now, here's the trick with using glitter. In order for the glitter to stay put and not fall all over the place, because we've already done our face and we don't want to mess our face up, so you need to use something sticky. I don't even know if I can get this anymore, but NYX used to make this glitter primer. It literally was made for glitter. And I think that one tube should last me the rest of my life, thank God, because I don't think I can find it anymore. As long as the tube doesn't get like totally stuck and like super glue gets stuck. But you only need like a teeny tiny amount of it. But you know what? Like eyelash glue will work. Anything that's sticky that you have will work, okay? This just happens to be a kind of a creamy product that you can stick on your lids. So all I'm gonna do is stick this on my lid like that. I'm gonna wipe my finger off. I'm gonna keep my eye closed, and then I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna stamp where that sticky stuff is. And the glitter will stick to it and come right off my finger. And it doesn't fall. Genius, right? Okay, I've got the other half of it still on this finger. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. It dries fairly quickly too. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that finger off. And that's it. Super simple. I should have used my left hand instead of my right middle finger to do this eye. But anyway, you guys get the idea. All right, final step. Now this is where it could get a little crazy. I do want to put a little bit of this glitter on the under eye. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to use the same brush. I just want a little bit. So I'm just going to be careful to pick up just a little bit at a time and place it. And hopefully that won't, get all over the place. But I am going to follow the line of the, like I love that. How pretty, right? So now we've got this like double line. Cool, right? Okay, let's do a little mascara. I'm not even gonna use, you could black out your waterline and go all, all ham like that. I didn't prepare for that, so I'm not gonna do it. This is the Lash Clash by YSL. Love this mascara. I want to hear in the chat from all of you guys, are you pro curling your lashes or do you skip that altogether? My daughter curls her lashes as though her life depended on it. I never do it. I probably should, but I never do it. It's just a step I always skip. I know that it can make your lashes look like 3 times longer. I just don't do it. I don't know why. Pro curl. I know people that actually in the wintertime take and put their lash curler on the hot vent in their car and just keep their lash curler in their car, and then at a traffic light will curl their lashes with a little warming. I think they actually make a warming one. You can buy one. It's you put a AA battery in it. Does anyone have that gadget? That beauty gadget? Whoever thought of that thing? I don't know. When do the specialty products end? I guess, you know what? Here's the thing about the beauty business and all commerce. We're just out here trying to solve people's problems, right? So I find that the step of putting your mascara on takes so much longer than it really ought to. Maybe we can solve that problem somehow. You know what I mean? You're waiting for it to dry and going round after round after round. Okay, enough. Okay, I could stop here. I could completely stop here. I am going to do a little, I always just like to kind of take a step back, look at it, assess where I'm at, and then I might actually take a little bit of my Saint palette and I need a lighter color. I don't even know if I have a lighter color. Maybe I'll just grab whatever is closest to me. This is a Milk concealer. I just want a little brightness, just a little brightness under my eyes, and I didn't pull a shade that was light enough. I can't go too light because this is a bronze makeup look. But I'm gonna add, this is Milk, and this is Future Fluid in the shade 11C. I just want a little. I do like this formula. And also by doing this at this stage of the game, if you did have glitter fall off, you could clean it up pretty easy this way. That goes a long way. That goes a long way. Okay. Cool. All right, so because our blush is like the first thing to ever go on any look, it like always is that first thing. I always assess that at the very, very tail end before I set everything up. This is just a little more bronzer, a tiny touch more of, I'm gonna have to split that between two cheeks there. This is Heat Waves. This is a bronzer. If you guys are like curious and you know, I feel like Heat Waves bronzer is one of those like overlooked products. It's so nice. It's such a good blush. Such a good blush. All right, let's set this thing. All right, this powder, I'm really loving it. It is from YSL. They sent this to me. It is called All Hours Hyper Finish Translucent Powder. Be honest with you, when I saw that it was white, it made me nervous, but it goes on completely transparent and it's not like overly drying. It actually has hyaluronic in it. I don't know how that's possible to put hyaluronic in a powder, but they've done it somehow. And I can tell it's not chalky. This is not chalky at all. And it really is so thin. And I just use a little, there is a little pad that comes on the bottom of it, but I've never used it. There's, you know, I think that's like if you're on the go and you needed it, you could use that, but I've never used that. Anyway, I just usually put a little powder in my T-zone. And then they also sent me, aren't these packages so gorgeous? They also sent me this All Hours Hyper Bronze, which is a similar formula, but it's a bronzer. And I usually will like to use this to like set the areas of my face that have like that bronzer contour. And since this is a Bronze Goddess look, I might as well. I'm bronzed. I don't know how goddessy I am, but I'm bronzed. Don't forget, you guys, to like, you know, get in those areas where the sun don't shine. Okay, that's it, y'all. I love this look. Super pretty. Who's wearing glitter in the middle of the summer, right? You guys, comment bash. I can't wait to see you over in that Facebook group. I'm going to challenge my comfort zone and do the Facebook thing. I'd love to see you guys over there. I'd love it if one of you guys won like $500. I think they're giving away chunks of like $500 at a time. That would be amazing. And like I said, since this is the first time we're doing it, your chances of winning are so much greater than the second or third or fourth bash that we do in the same Facebook group. So comment the word bash. If you're watching this after the live, you can comment bash again in there and it'll take you to this little instructions on how to join the group, how to join the chat. I'm giving away extra stuff on top of what the group is doing just for my VIP people. So you're not going to want to miss it. I've totally just fallen in love with this skincare. It's changed my face. I'm 46 years old and I feel like I have the face that I did whenever I started with Saint 7 years ago. And truly it is safe. The ingredients are safe. They're plant-based. They are vegan. Even the packaging is forest safe. So they really are doing such incredible things. And I'm just so impressed with this company. And I can't wait to share it with all of you guys and have you learn what I have learned. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And if you do want to color match with the Saint makeup, you can just comment the word glow as well. And I can take care of you on that. Okay. Mwah. See ya.